2 p.m. So we will move on to item 2, which is our roll call.
Okay, thank you. Committee member Abe-Koga.
Here.
Committee member Lieber.
Here.
And Chair Kamei.
Here.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll move on to item 3, which is our minutes approval. Minutes for the May 3rd, 2022 meeting have been delivered to committee members and a copy posted at a City Hall bulletin board. If there are no corrections or additions, a motion is in order to approve these minutes.
Go ahead and move it. Second.
Cool. So we have a motion by Councilmember Lieber, seconded by Councilmember Abe-Koga. So we'll just do we need a voice vote or can we do a physical raise hand? Physical raise hand, great. So all those in favor of minutes approval, that looks unanimous. Great. So we'll move on to item 4, which is oral communications from the public. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons wishing to address the committee on any matter not on the agenda. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. State law prohibits the committee from acting on non-agenda items. And I don't see any.
None.
So we'll close oral communications from the public, move on to item 5, which is our unfinished business, of which we have none. So we'll move on to item 6, which is our new business. And item 6.1 is our Youth Advisory Committee Work Plan Review. The committee will hear a presentation and discuss the Youth Advisory Committee's work plan for fiscal year 2022 to 23, which is attachment 1. Action may be taken on this item. So I'll turn it over to staff.
So we have Stephanie Domingo Angel, our chair, and I think it's her 6th year on YAC. So senior year, she's chairing the committee, and then our vice chair is sick today. So Lauren is going to jump in and help Stephanie go over the work plan. So I'll let Lauren start it now, and then Stephanie will jump in.
All right, just give me a thumbs up if you can see the presentation. Just want to make sure. Perfect. All right, so like Greg said, we have Stephanie here with us today. She's our chair. She's done a wonderful job so far leading this committee. And Yanu unfortunately couldn't be here. She had her COVID booster and is feeling under the weather. So today we're going to talk about the YAC 2022-2023 work plan. And this just is an overview of the timeline. The committee members met at the first meeting and started brainstorming activities all the way down to one of our most recent meetings where we assigned different subcommittees. And now we're going to go through the work plan items, and I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie, who's going to take the first ones.
All right. Hello, my name is Stephanie. I am chair for the Youth Advisory Committee, and I'm going to be going on with the work items. So first off, we have here advise city staff on youth and teen issues within the city. B, assist, advocate, and volunteer for events that support community building and teen wellness. Our number 1 on the work plan item is host a week of YAC sponsored events for teens and the community.
Our second one is, Stephanie, if you want to take this away, I am happy to let you. You're doing a great job.
You can go ahead, Lauren.
Our second one is to support diversity and health and wellness programs for teens. You can see a variety of ways they're going to do that.
Number 3, support academic, college, and career aspirations for teens.
Number 4 is to award the Teen Friendly Business Award, a program that's been going on for many years that was started by the Youth Advisory Committee.
Number 5, collaborate with nearby cities' youth advisory groups.
And those are the 5 and the ongoing items. Does anybody have any questions regarding any of the work plan items?
Great, thank you. Is there just one slide with all of them? Do committee members have any questions about any of the 5 outlined?
You should have received the memo in the packet, yeah, with them all listed out.
Mhm.
Councilmember Lieber, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have questions, but I was very happy to see all of these because they each look very much needed and substantive. And I really liked all of them a lot. I think it hits on the major issues that are present in the community. And so I think it's a great plan. And I think the YAC is doing a really good job, and staff that are working with the YAC. So I was very pleased to see all the descriptions.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Abikoga.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Ms. Stefani, for your leadership. I think the work plan looks great. I was just hoping you could share a little bit about the wellness activities. I think maybe the next item might be a report on the conference we had this past weekend, but also on the suicide prevention program or activity. And just would love to hear more about what that entailed.
So last year, the Youth Advisory Committee members completed the Living Works online 90-minute suicide prevention training program that we put out for all community members. It was something that the YAC thought was beneficial for them to learn as community leaders. And this year we reoffered it to members and our new members. We actually worked with the county to find a teen-centered suicide prevention program. So it was from the same organization that provided it last year, but they participated in a more teen-focused one this year just to up their skills.
That's great. I think there's a lot of peer-to-peer assistance or training going on, which I think is really valuable. So I appreciate that we're focusing on the youth. Thanks.
Yeah, and then you asked a little bit about the wellness programs, and we are going to get into city staff-led ones that YAC has supported and helped with, but YAC itself does come up with activities mostly that are held at the teen center that are focused around wellness, such as during finals week, both in the winter and springtime, they do some de-stress activities. They did finals grams last year where kids could send a little happy message to their friend. So they're working on activities like that for next month.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? I have one. So Stephanie, you've been on YAC, it sounds like, for a while. What's your favorite kind of thing you've added to the work plan, or things that you're proud that you're, have been able to bring up? Or I'd love to hear like the feedback. Yeah.
We've definitely, our newest thing that we've brought into the Youth Advisory Committee was the Teen Wellness Retreat. We've all helped combine ideas together in order to figure out one main large event in order for teens and youth in order to get their mental health at a certain level or have the support that they need, especially now since the pandemic. And during the pandemic, a lot of our youth in our generation, their mental health has been declining a lot, and a lot of people just seem to lose hope and everything. And if we're able to provide them an event for even just one day and give them multiple workshops for tools or even just activities for them to distress themselves, and getting a lot of positive feedback and having many teams wanting the same program to happen again each year just makes me really happy, because this is something we all created as a group, and we're able to provide that to the city, and people are taking it in and using it to the best of their abilities in order to push forward into farther futures.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you for all your hard work on the work plan and on YAC. That's great to hear. So I think that concludes item 6.1, unless there's anything else.
We need a motion for the committee to approve the work plan.
Yep.
A motion to approve.
Great.
Second.
Great. So we have a motion by Councilmember Abikoga, seconded by Councilmember Lieber. We'll just do a raised hand
Sure.
vote. All
Can I
those.
bring to your attention, there is an attendee. If you want to open it up to public comment first.
For the next item, John.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I just saw someone in the attendee.
Oh yeah, sorry. I saw that in the chat, so I figured it was for the next item. So okay, Perfect. All right. So I think we'll take the vote if possible. So all those in favor of the work plan item 6.1. Perfect. Okay, I see the hand. Unanimous. Great. Awesome. So this concludes item 6.1, and we'll move on to item 6.2, our youth wellness update. Staff will provide an update on youth wellness efforts. And so I think we are promoting our next speaker. Is that correct?
So Lauren is going to give a presentation related to youth wellness efforts. Greg, do you mind putting Megan back into promote? Yeah. Sorry, Megan's here for public comment on this item. And we'll be doing that, and we'll be limited to 3 minutes already. But I'm going to hand it over to Lauren, and she will start her presentation.
Great, thank you, Christine. Just sharing my screen again here. Give me 1 sec. All right, so the next, this action item, or this item, I'm going to be sharing just an update on some of the wellness programs, events, and initiatives that the city's been doing to help teens out. These are the 5 things I'm going to talk about today. The first one I put first, since it just happened over the weekend, we had our 2nd annual Teen Wellness Retreat. There's some sights and smiles from the event that happened on Saturday. We had just over 90 teens in attendance. What I really like about this event is what Stephanie said is we have the YAC's input for it. So we're able to find out what exactly they want to get out of the event, what kind of workshops. So in those YAC meetings, we have meetings or we have discussions, and the YAC say, okay, we want something on procrastination. We want something on suicide prevention. And then as staff, we're able to go find organizations in the community that are professionals in those aspects and can come in and teach them. So we partnered with 13 organizations for this event. We had a total of 15 mental health related workshops that the kids got to pick and choose from, because mental health does look different to everybody. Some kids were there just to de-stress and have fun, because that's maybe what they need, and other kids were there to dive in a little bit deeper if they have some serious things going on that they need tools for. And then some fun aspects of the event. We had a resource fair, we had a guest speaker, therapy dogs, and it was fun seeing all the kids smile, and they could go up to the Mr. Softy truck and get a treat at the end. The second wellness thing that the Teen Center has been doing is a series of Adulting 101 workshops. And I believe we talked about these in our meeting in June, but we've been continuing these throughout the school year. So they're once or twice a month workshops, just an hour long. The goal of them really is to just provide kids with some life skills that they may not learn in school, or things that they could go learn on their own, but they would have to pay money for. So some of the topics that we've done this fall have been self-defense, financial literacy, dining etiquette, safe driving, and sewing. The financial literacy workshop was actually teen-led. We had a teen in our community who is passionate about teaching other teens about financial literacy and budgeting and all that kind of stuff. So he reached out to me actually, and we let him lead it, and we had the highest attendance was for that one so far, which is a really cool thing to see. And we're averaging about 18 participants per workshop, and we'll continue to work with the YAC to come up with the topics for the spring 2023 workshops. Back in March, we had the first ever Find Your Fit Teen Career Day, which was a 3-hour-long event on a Saturday at the Teen Center that focused on career exploration and empowerment. So taking away that pressure piece that teens often feel from maybe teachers and parents, that they have to kind of figure out what they want to do before they go into college. So we had a speaker panel with different volunteers who just came in to talk about their jobs. We had an FBI agent, we had a programmer at Google, we had a guy that ran TikTok and social media at Great America. So we had a kind of a variety of backgrounds and careers that kids could learn from. And then the event also featured different workshops on resume building, interview skills, and at the end we had a job and volunteer fair. So this is another event that YAC collaborated with us on and gave us a lot of good input, and we are in the midst of planning it for 2023. Something that's happening this week, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, it's United Against Hate Week. This first ever, we've partnered with the middle schools, and the Teen Center staff are going on site each day at lunchtime, 2 to each school, and they're providing different activities for kids to participate in to learn more about what United Against Hate Week is and just develop a general sort of compassion piece when they're engaging with their peers. Let's see, for Monday's activity, they did kind of a mural, what do you feel about hate, reflecting activity. Today, they did anti-hate button making. Tomorrow, they're doing acts of kindness for cookies. Thursday, they're going to be doing a activity where they kind of do a deep self-reflect and get to write down something that has hurt them, and then they'll dissolve it in water and hopefully be able to share some of those experiences with their youth or with their friends. And then on Friday, we're going to do a mix it up day where they sit with different people at lunch just to learn about different people's that they maybe not talk to at school. And then lastly, I've been attending these district collaborative wellness meetings through the MVLA high schools. They're a great resource to learn about what other, what schools or what leadership groups are doing at schools for partnerships. It's a great opportunity for marketing. Actually, there was one last week and I attended it to talk about the Teen Wellness Retreat. And there was a bunch of youth there who were leaders of like the ambassador groups at the schools. And it was really neat to see them all show up on Saturday at the Teen Wellness Retreat. So these have been really great meetings to just get to know other leaders in the community and kind of share what we're doing and network and learn because we're all working towards the same goal. And those are the 5 major things that wellness related that we've been doing at the Teen Center. Are there any questions?
Great, thank you. Do committee members have questions about our wellness update? Okay, I'm not seeing any hands. I'm seeing a thumbs up. So I would say thank you to staff for putting together the wellness update. I think that just us hearing about what YAC's doing and then having this to the subcommittee annually would be something good, especially since it's a council priority. So maybe we could build this into our work plan is just the feedback I would give. And it's just wonderful to hear how things are growing and how we are all talking to each other too. That was, I think, one of the things that the committee realized is there are a lot of resources out there, but it's all about the communication. And then maybe if I can ask staff, I recently had a meeting at CHAC, so many acronyms, and they were asking for our resource page that I think we had put together. So could staff send that to me so I could send that along to CHAC?
Yeah, we'll send you the link to it. It's on the city's website.
Yeah, I went and it was not working.
Yes, yeah, we recently fixed it. Kimber
Oh,
brought
okay.
it to our attention that it disappeared. We're in the process of migrating to the new website.
The new
and
website, yeah, okay.
There must have been like a button that needed to be clicked. So
Okay,
it is
perfect.
live, but we'll make sure to get you the accurate link.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Because I think that was the one thing that I discovered. Great. Anyone else have any comments or questions on item 6.2?
If you could open it up for public comment, that would be wonderful. I think we will have a public comment on this item.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just asking the committee and then I will do public comment, I promise. Okay, all right. Okay, seeing committee members have none, then yes, we will open it up to our 3 minutes of public comment, which I know we're anxiously awaiting for, so. All
right, is the timer started?
Staff will start it.
3, 2, 1, right now, Megan.
Thank you so much for having me, everybody. Hi, my name is Megan Pullman, previously Henderson. I'm the Director of Equity for Mountain View Richmond School District. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about how wonderful it's been to collaborate with both Greg and Lauren in the Mountain View Teen Center, especially for our activities around United Against Hate Week. We are so appreciative of all of the effort and thoughtful planning that has gone into their collaboration with our middle schools. I've gotten to be there in person and see the Mountain View Teen Center facilitators interact with our middle school students. It's been a joy. we've also been able to, increase the amount of kids we're sending over to the teen center. For the first time, we've really cemented a really meaningful collaborative relationship. And it's super promising how we've been able to come together. And I honestly think this is going to be the beginning of a very beautiful relationship. And we'll continue to partner. I'm again so grateful for the collaboration and the ongoing partnership. And I'd like to even expand our partnership at some point to talk about how we can continue the programming, but also even talk about how to get students over to the teen center from our middle schools. So transportation is definitely in my sights, and we've had a few conversations about it. So I'd love to partner with you all and problem solve and think about how we can get some of our most underserved kids in Mountain View over to the teen center, because it's such an incredible resource with incredible people working there. And so I'm really excited about the future of our partnership. And thank you so much for having me.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. And then maybe what I'll ask from staff too is maybe if we can get Megan's contact information as well, because I think it would be great for all of us to have that and to be hearing about what Mountain View Wisman is doing. Great. Anything else? Great. All right. So then I will close item 6.2 and bring it back to the committee. So we'll move on to item 7, which is our committee staff comments, questions, and committee reports. No action will be taken on any questions raised by the committee at this time. So I think the only thing I'll share with the committee is I'm the member for CHAC. Marcia is retiring, and so CHAC will be working through an interim executive director, and I will update everyone when I learn more. And that's everything. Anyone else have anything else to add for item 7? Anything coming for the end of the year from staff?
Yes, Greg, would you like to give an update on all of our fun holiday activities?
Sure,
Okay.
Christmas and holiday is right around the corner. So we have Breakfast with Santa coming up on, oh, my timer's going off. December 3rd. It's full with, I think, 130 people at the community center. So really excited about that. 2 days later, all of us will be there at the tree lighting on December 5th. So looking forward to that and kind of revamping the layout of the event. So that's pretty exciting. What else do we have? The following weekend, like a Saturday with kind of Santa event, making kind of Christmas presents or presents for like the middle schoolers and the teens. And then over the break, we have a week-long camp, the first week of January, like a winter break camp. So everybody's moving and grooving, and we're super excited for the holiday season. So looking forward to seeing everybody at tree lighting.
Great. Awesome.
That's it.
Great. Thanks for the update. Thanks for sharing. Anything else for item 7? All right. Well, then we get to move on to item 8, which is our most exciting thing, adjournment. Stephanie, thanks so much for joining us, and to our public commenter, Megan. So we'll adjourn at 4:25 p.m. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.